Welcome to the burning issue. Today we will discuss 5 major wrong steps taken by China which will lead to the downfall of Communist Party of China. Number 1. Border disputes. China totally has border disputes with 18 countries. The countries are India, Russia, Japan, South Korea, Taiwan, Malaysia, Vietnam, Laos, Singapore, Cambodia, Philippines, Brunei, Bhutan, Nepal, North Korea, Mongolia, Tajikistan, and Indonesia. This is the list of the countries. Chinese aggression in occupying land is growing day by day, from disputes with several nations in South China Sea to disputes with India in Galwan Valley. China recently claimed that Mount Everest of Nepal falls into Chinese territory. By these stats, we can say that China is aggressive at expanding its land. Number 2. Debt trap. The original Silk Route was a series of ancient trade networks that connected China with the Far East countries in Europe and Middle East. But the new Silk Route planned by the Chinese President Xi Jinping is nothing but another treacherous plan to create a new world order that is dominated by China. Chinese banks give loans to developing countries at high rate of interest for infrastructure projects. Even the tenders are rigged so that a Chinese firm can win the construction project, which uses Chinese manpower and equipment instead of local ones. The projects are designed to fail. The country has to repay China by leasing its critical assets. For example, China loaned billions of dollars to Sri Lanka to build roads, ports, airports to revive the economy after the end of civil war in 2009. China said that Sri Lanka needed a second international airport in Matala. Sri Lanka built the airport at $209 million, out of which $190 million came from China. The airport has 12,000 square meter terminal, 12 check-in counters, 2 gates, a long runway enough to handle the largest commercial jet, and the capacity for 1 million passengers per year. But there are no flights, no passengers, no taxis, thus no jobs for the local economy. China loaned the money to Sri Lanka, but they failed to repay the loan. So to compensate Chinese, Sri Lanka gave the control of its Hambantota port to a state-run Chinese company for 99 years lease and about 1500 acres of industrial zone. There are similar cases in Pakistan where it was recently found that government-to-government deals signed under CPEC project has favored the Chinese investors. One of the 6 power projects was found to be 234% more expensive than similar project in India, and 2.6 billion in excess payment was made by Imran Khan's government to Chinese government. There are cases of illegal mining activities in Balochistan and some severe cases of human trafficking. Djibouti, Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Nepal, Bangladesh, and almost the entire Asian region except India is under the grip of Chinese Communist Party. Number 3. Terror funding. China is known to be an indirect sponsor of terrorism in Pakistan and Myanmar. China even defended Masood Azhar, a global terrorist, 3 times in United Nations. Recently, Chief of Army Staff of Myanmar stated that China is funding Arakan Liberation Army via Bangladesh. China also has a bad proliferation record. Nuclear missile tech to Pakistan to destabilize the region. Arms North Korea to irk USA. China is also accused of stealing defense technology from USA and Japan. Number 4. Wolf diplomacy. China has invested hugely in diplomacy and calls its diplomats as wolf warriors. These wolf warriors represent a completely different type of diplomat to the famously bland Chinese foreign representatives of the past few decades. Instead of using long verbal statements, these Chinese officials are taking to Twitter and other social media platforms to hit back directly at any criticism related to China or the ruling Communist Party. Last but not the least, number 5. Mass dumping. Almost every country in this world is a victim of low quality Chinese mass dumping. China mass dumps everything, you name it, from kids' toys to mobile phones, from kitchenware to hardware, into every corner of this planet. Mass dumping destroys the homegrown industry and results in lesser jobs. And the main sectors targeted by China is toys industry, electronic industry, plastic products industry, footwear industry, and furniture industry. These are some of the most affected homegrown industries in India due to Chinese mass dumping. India may extend anti-dumping duties and safeguard one or more than 24 Chinese goods ranging from calculators and USB drivers to steel, solar cells and vitamin E, amid concern that Flood of imports would kill domestic manufacturers who lose duty protection soon against such products. Now countries around the world are realizing and boosting homegrown industries. Hopefully soon, the world decreases its dependency on China. These are the 5 major wrong steps taken by China which will lead to the downfall of Communist Party of China. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe. This is Chaitu Varma signing off.